All right, now, as you can tell already, Trump is not playing around with these Democrats because what's good for the goose is often good for the gander. And if you have not heard yet, wait till you check out what President Trump has recently done that has the Democrats freaking out and pissed, especially the one who they thought was going to be sitting in the seat that Trump is in right now. We all know who that is, Kamala Harris. And in case you forgot, let you look at this video clip, and then it'll help you explain what's going on in this video. But before I even do that, check out this video. This title of this article: Trump strips former VP Harris of Secret Service protection. So what President Trump has done, he stripped it. And in case you're unfamiliar with what her Secret Service protection is like, let's take a look at it. Check this out. Now, let me explain to you why that is so important, because as you can see, Kamala Harris has a complete detail with police, with the blacked out SUVs and everything. Now, here's the kicker with that. When a president leaves office, they get Secret Service patrol for a lifetime. VPs get 6 months after office. But guess what good old sleepy, creepy, piss pants Joe did before he left? He went in and he authorized for Kamala Harris to have an additional year. I mean, in the year starting from when the 6 months that's allotted for VPs is up, she was given an additional year, and it was not made public to anybody until President Trump just did this. Now, there's some reasons why what he did is so significant. Number one, do you remember with him being a president and, getting the detail for life, they blocked President Trump from getting any types of the briefings in the morning. They even cut his Secret Service detail. And as we saw what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania, they gave him people that were not even Secret Service team members. They were literally stand-ins who were security guards and desk workers and all of this crap, allegedly, who were supposed to be protecting the potentially most important man, as far as when it comes to politics in the world, because whoever's the president of the United States is literally like the leader of the free world. So they give him a horrible detail crew, cut off his briefings, and now what the Democrats are going to try to do is say, oh, Trump is being an authoritarian. Is he really? Or is he just playing the game how it's supposed to go? Her detail was supposed to have been up 6 months after she was let out of office, which is July of this year. What Joe Biden did is extended hers till July of 2026. Do you know how much taxpayer dollars goes into that? And let me explain, and I'm going to get back into this article, but I got some other video clips I want you to look at. Let me explain why that's so difficult to deal with, because the amount of money that it costs for her to have a security detail is coming from the taxpayers. All right. And so is she really doing taxpayer business, or is she doing self-inflated, self-interest business? Now, in this next clip, I'm going to show you, she wants the security detail as she begins her book tour. Now, this book tour is to promote this book that is probably going to be the lowest selling book that any former VP or politician put out. It's going to do worse than Jake Tapper's piece of crap book that I'm talking about, it didn't even bomb. It freaking nucleared. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, the book bombed, the movie bombed. No, that nucleared. This is going to be like earth shattering. It ain't nuclear. It's just nothing. Because she's going to, some people go platinum. She's going to go platinum wood. That's what that's going to be. But check out this clip right here of her preparing for the tour. This is what she needed Secret Service for. Check this out.
Okay, I almost forgot these. Let me make some room. Actually, I think I have everything I need.
Whoever does her marketing should be fired. This woman, the former VP, walks out holding a toothbrush and whatever the other little thing is, has a suitcase full of her own books and says, well, do I need anything? Don't need any clothes. Don't need anything to make sure that I'm proper. Don't need a briefcase, none of that. As long as I got these books that some foolish, ignorant person is going to not even want to buy. I'm good to go. That is so crappy and disingenuous. Her marketing team needs to be fired for that. But this is what she wanted the Secret Service for. Now, what someone did do is they sent me a clip because they were able to get some footage of her actually on her tour already. And they wanted me to see it. And I was blown back when I saw just what Kamala Harris really looks like while she's out on her book tour. Check this out. So that's Kamala Harris out on her book tour. I apologize. That was just such a funny clip. Somebody had sent to me. I had to put that in there. And they literally say in their headline, this Kamala Harris on her book tour. I thought it was hilarious. But what's not funny is the fact that she wants to use taxpayer dollars to go out and do crap like this. If you're enjoying this video, do me a solid, hit that thumbs up, because I will never ask you for a Cash App or a Super Chat. But you hitting that like button, it really helps the channel, helps get the information out. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. And then once you do, whether you're subscribed already or you're just subscribing today, make sure that you hit the notifications and select all. YouTube has been having an issue with getting them out, but when you select all, you'll be notified the next time I upload new videos. She is one of the most full of crap politicians I've ever seen. But let's dig into this article and hear why Trump says that he canceled it and what's making the people so mad about it. Check this out. And real fast, let me say I appreciate all of the people that support the channel. I know I was off the grid for a couple of weeks. I was traveling with my family. I put up a few videos while I was in Vegas and even while I was in Colorado. But one thing I always want to do is be true to you and also be true to my family. And I love putting out this content. I love getting the message of people saying, right on, Brian. I love the way you deliver the information. Appreciate you for bringing the truth. At the same time, if I'm doing all of this, what good would it be to do all of this and help all the people if I'm hurting myself or hurting my family by not getting that quality time in with them? So I appreciate y'all for understanding, being patient with me while I was on the road. But we back, baby. So let's get into this article. Former Vice President Kamala Harris lost her Secret Service protection Thursday after President Donald Trump withdrew the privilege. An Oval Office directive instructs the agency to discontinue all security procedures beyond those required by law, effective September the 1st, Newsweek reports. A senior White House official confirmed the decision to the outlet via email on Friday morning. AP notes the loss of Harris's Secret Service protection comes as the former VP, who became the Democratic nominee last summer after President Joe Biden was defenestrated by party minions, readies to embark on a national book tour for her memoir titled 107 Days. The book is scheduled to be released next month alongside the tour. Are you getting your tickets? As Breitbart News reported, Harris originally had her protection extended by Biden from beyond the traditional 6 months previously afforded VPs after they leave office. And see, this Biden administration, they've just been violating and vagrant all the way around, but love to call somebody else fascist and dictator. I realize every dart the Democrats are throwing, every dart they throw is because they're actually doing it. They are the most deflective, lack of self-reflecting party I've ever seen in my life. And that's why we're seeing them all crash and burn from Chicago to DC to Baltimore. And there's more to come from that. We're sick of the fact that these blue states are dominated by these Democrat socialists. And let's forget the blue states. There are red states, great red states, but they have a city, a blue city, just happens to be a big city, dominated by the Democrat demon rats. And it just sucks the life out of the state, like Chicago's doing to Illinois, like Baltimore does to Maryland. We sick of it. Apologize, man. CNN knows Biden's order to extend was secret, not made public until now, signed by him shortly before leaving office, according to multiple people familiar with the undisclosed arrangement. And they got more to come on that. So President Trump, now, remember now what I said, pay attention to the media. They're going to try to call him a dictator. They're going to try to say, oh, he's pissed off. All he's doing is keeping the game fair. VPs get 6 months. And she kept her 6 months. Now he's saying, no, you're not getting any more than that. With the way y'all treated him. Here's the thing. How can any of these folks ever expect to get some type of favor and grace from President Trump after what they did to him? They tried to lock him up. They tried to bankrupt him. They even tried to take the man's life. And because he doesn't want to extend some Secret Service, that's a dictator. But Joe Biden can force people to take jabs in their body or lose their job. They can force people to stay in their homes going mentally nuts during quarantines. They can ignore Supreme Court rulings and decide that they're going to forgive anybody's student loan that they want after the court said no. They can let illegal immigrants in all they want, even though the law says no. But yet they call Trump the fascist and the dictator. Man, people better wake up and get a clue. It's the law of duality. That's what, and even Republican politicians, I'm not going to just put this all on Democrats. Most of these people read Machiavelli the Prince, which teaches them to project one thing in public, but hold your real true feelings to your conversations in private. And that's why you'll see a politician get up there and rant and rave. Oh, I can't stand this. But then if you watch the House or the Senate hearings, that same person that's acting like they're this big fighter, they're right back there agreeing and going along with everything. How many voters do you think actually goes and check the voting rolls or even knows when bills are being put up to be passed? Most people are too busy living their life. But that's why I'm here, because I do research those things to bring it out. So don't let anybody fool you by saying, oh, Trump's being this dick. No, he's not. He's playing the game fair. And I believe he's given them way more grace than they gave him. He's given them far more grace. In some instances, people think it's too much. I don't. I believe that President Trump right now is in his 8th month of his presidency. Well, it's really 7th because he didn't even get on until January the 20th. So at the end of the day, in 7 months, we got Adam Schiff. I'm talking about all pretty much dead to rights, allegedly, on mortgage fraud. To Letitia James, pretty much dead to right, allegedly, mortgage fraud. Now, all of these people are attorneys, so that's why I'm saying allegedly, to protect the channel and oneself. We got Fannie Willis out there getting obliterated in Fulton County, Georgia. And so when you look across the board, they're making things happen. But what they're not doing, they're not publicizing everything as the investigations go, because they know how these demon rats work. And they know that they haven't fully eradicated the deep state, not fully. You know, this is generations on generations of interweaving family ties and backroom deals and favors and all this secret crap that's working underneath the surface. But look at what President Trump has done in D.C. in 20 days. What, there's been and that just happened. One person's life was taken, and that's still one too much. But good God, do you realize, I realize how many young men and women's lives, based on the DC statistics, the fact that President Trump sent them in for the last 20 days, at least 7 young people are alive because of this time period. Because based off the numbers, within this same 20 days, 6 or 7 young men would have lost their lives. 6 or 7 families still got their people. There's no carjackings. There's just had one unalive. The streets are cleaner than ever. And guess what? It may be soon coming to a big blue city near you. So President Trump is making his moves and he's sticking it back to them. And guess what? Kamala Harris, while she's out on her book tour, she better dig into them pockets or reach back to some of them donors, take some of that $2.5 billion that she blew on that BS campaign and pay for her own security like President Trump had to do. But hey, I just wanted to jump in and bring you that update. Tell y'all I'm so happy to be back. I'm going to be dropping 2 a day on them coming. So make sure you're checking out the channel on a daily basis starting today. Other than that, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much from the top and bottom of my heart for watching. If you rock with me this long, and if you haven't already, hit that like button. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. And then most importantly, make sure that you stay safe and you be great. I'm Brian Maxwell saying I look forward to seeing you at the top. Over and out, y'all.